Hey guys, it's Rich with another Tarot Talk video. This is the third take because I didn't have my volume on. Anyway, in this one I'm doing the Heart of the Faerie Oracle. Yes, not a tarot deck, an oracle deck. This is one that I have not really connected too much with. Sorry about the glare. But I absolutely love the artwork. I think it's fantastic and worthy of being celebrated in and of its own right, even if I never connect with these cards as an oracle deck. I actually appreciate that this book is a hardcover book and not the soft cover that usually comes with tarot or oracle decks. It is well over 100 pages. It gives some spreads that can be used, and it gives about a page per card ish, depending on the card, and what it can mean and everything like that. So I really appreciate the way that this book is put together. I think it is a wonderful resource and very much needed for people like me that aren't necessarily intuitively reading an oracle deck, rather going by the meanings that the creators gave to them. So for me, whenever I first pick up a deck, it's very much the meaning in the book, and then after that, it's the more intuitive aspects. So without further ado, I'm going to swing you guys down and have you take a look at these cards. I explain a little bit about the cards and my opinions and thoughts on the cards themselves. So let's go. So first thing I want to say is about the back of the card. The back of the card, if you do have a reversal meaning for a card, this would be fantastic, especially since unlike me, some people will actually look at the deck as they're dealing out the cards, and having a hint of a reversal can influence the way that they deal out the cards. With me, however, like I've said in other videos, I don't look at the back of the cards whenever I'm dealing them out, but I do appreciate that they did a back that is the same upright as it is in reverse. So I do appreciate that. This is a thinner type of cardstock than the traditional Rider-Waite Smith tarot that US Games has been putting out. So it is a little bit thinner, or on the thinner side, but that's okay. Maybe in the future, whenever I actually connect more with this deck, maybe I might do a little bit of a tutorial for those like me who want to go through this deck and connect with it more, but that might be something in the far future as far as a tutorial on how to use this deck. I know that Derry uses this deck. I'm pretty sure it's the Heart of the Faerie. Maybe it's just the regular Faerie Oracle. I have a friend that has the regular Faerie Oracle, and she's used it for years and absolutely loves it. And like I said, I love the artwork that Brian Froud has put out. I think Wendy Froud does the authoring of the book, and I think Brian Froud is the artist. But here you have the Queen of the Golden Bough, and they're not really that glossy. I know it's showing up a little bit more glossy on camera, but it's actually not very glossy. So if you don't like a high gloss, don't worry. The Queen of the Bedlam, and I'm not going to read all of these. Here, matter of fact, let me go ahead and put them this way so you guys can see them. I'll just flip them down there. But I absolutely love the artwork on this. I think it's so whimsical and so beautiful. They did an absolute fantastic job on this deck, and it's been out for a good bit of years. I mean, that is just breathtakingly beautiful to me. It's whimsy. It's kind of on the darker shadow side of things. Look at that Prince of Shadows. I mean, he just looks like he's just a handsome guy to be with. But you know, these are just fantastically done works of art. And even if I never really connect with this deck, I can truly appreciate the artwork that has gone into the making of this deck. But like I said, I will definitely be trying to connect with this deck more than I have in the past. Whoop. Now, I used to research fairies and dragons and stuff like that, but in the recent years, I haven't been as drawn to studying the fae or the fairy folk. I haven't been drawn to that in a long time, and I think with studying this, I may expand my knowledge on working with the Fae. I know that there are some of you out there who work with the Fae, work with angels, that work with dragons. I like the Tink one. I think that one's fantastic. That was a nickname for a friend of mine, so I really kind of like that one. And I don't know if this camera is giving these any of the justice that they are deserved. The Pan looks like a Peter Pan figure. Oh, and he's flying over a rune. How nice. Some of these are on the more regal side. And some of them are on the more naughty side, and some of them are on the more grotesque side. It all depends on the different. Look at the big behind. It all depends on, I guess, which classification, because they are in different classifications in the book, almost like the different suits in tarot. So the paradox, that one's an interesting one. There's two faces. You don't know which one's which. Now, I don't know if that's the actual meaning to that, but yeah, I think that some of these are absolutely beautiful. I think most of them are absolutely astonishingly beautiful. Whether they are the grotesque or the naughtier type or the whimsical type, I think these are just absolutely beautiful and breathtaking. So there are, I believe, 65 of them, and there are like 3 extras. The extras I may use as bookmarks, as I am using the extra cards that come with the Smithwaite Tarot deck, the Centennial Edition. I'm going to be using the extra ones of Pamela Coleman Smith's tarot card, or not her non-tarot card artwork. I'm going to be using those as bookmarks, and I think 65? Yeah, 65 of them. So that is the end of the actual Oracle deck, and then they give us, is it 3 extras? Yes, 3 extras. So I might end up using these as bookmarks. I might have them laminated and use them as bookmarks in my my witchy books or something like that, maybe even in my Book of Shadows or something like that. So that is the Heart of the Faerie Oracle, and I really cannot wait to learn more about these and to connect more with these. I think I might actually not pack these away whenever I go to Florida. I might take these with me in my carry-on so I can actually work with them a little bit more. I haven't really decided on this one yet, whether or not I'm taking it with me as a carry-on or if I'm going to just pack it and have it shipped down to Florida. So whenever I get down there that I can actually start studying them whenever I'm down there. Haven't really decided on that yet though. But that is the Heart of the Faerie Oracle by Brian and Wendy Froud. And yeah, if you like really good artwork, even if you don't like Oracle decks, if you loved this artwork, I would say that it is definitely something that I would consider going to buy, even if it's just to, you know, have the artwork just as plain artwork. So with that, that's all that I have for this video. Until next time, may you have love, hugs, and ladybugs. Bye-bye.